He meant just the dogs.
Nope, kids too. Yeah. I'm famished.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Alright, so now we have to talk to the heat of the sun. Oh, it's on?
Yes, too.
And I said your name. You always let me say your name. I'm
I
sorry.
do. No, it's
I
fine.
just usually don't do that.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Kandi Thompson.
Garrett Gray.
Hope you guys had a great week. We're in the middle of a heat wave. So we went from 70 to now it's supposed to get up to 109.
I'm not complaining.
You're not complaining about
No.
109?
Why would I complain? I have a pool.
One could die at 109.
But have you ever had a pool in 109?
Yeah, and it's really warm.
It's
It
amazing.
feels like bath water.
That's what, you know what? And you know what? You bring that up. That's super funny. My kids will never experience, or kids in this generation will never experience public pools at 68 degrees. Because everybody I know that has like a pool and they just have heaters in their pool.
Oh, that's
so.
hilarious.
I mean, my parents just heat the pool up, and then my mom will get in and be like, "Nope, too cold," and she'll go turn it up more.
Yeah.
We'll get to like 80 degrees,
Yeah.
and we're swimming in bath water.
Okay, I know. Why don't you take your kids to the public pool and let them experience it?
They do.
Yeah.
They were doing swim lessons, and he hates it because the pool is so cold.
Okay, we're gonna do a little blast from the past real quick. The Jackson City Pool.
Yeah.
When I was really young, I was like, probably second grade. It was set up that there was the main pool and then the kiddie pool, which is how it is now.
Right.
But the only thing separating them was a little thin wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so the lifeguards would spin their whistle and they would walk across the little wall. Like that's how they would monitor everything.
Right.
But yeah, then they did a whole remodel on it. And that's when they really split up the kiddie pool and the big pool.
When I was a kid, I think we would go there more like on events and like daycares. And I just don't think it's the same way anymore. I don't think that
No.
happens a lot more.
I grew up on
Like
New
you
York
get
Ranch
like a
Road. Or I'm sorry, on North
Quarter
Main.
for their huge popsicles.
Yeah. I grew up on North Main. And my generation, all our parents worked. So they call us, what are we called? Latchkey kids? Because we've kind of raised ourselves. And so we literally...
No, you had to though, because
yeah.
you were like, a big family. So
I'm
you
the
were left-
baby of five.
Right, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying. You had to raise yourself.
No,
too.
but all my
She talks about that all the
generation,
time,
all of
right?
our parents worked like during the day, and you didn't have a babysitter.
Right.
You went home at 8 years old, and you had chores that you had to have done that I did 1.5 minutes before they got home. But we would go. My sister and I would ride our 10 speeds that had the handlebars that looked like this, and we would ride them to the pool. And when it opened at 1, and we would be
Right.
there until 5 p.m. And Lisa Cabry Level, remember, because she was a lifeguard and she used to French braid my hair. And we were pool rats. My nose peeled off 45 times in a summer, and we were there every single day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
was a good
I
babysitter.
drive by it a lot, but I mean, during summer, I don't really see a lot of like action up there. Because I used to go to the library, the pool, playground, and pretty much used to be dropped off there until the pool closed.
Yeah. Well, we lived there, quite frankly. And you know what else we would do? We would walk down. So what is there now? Is that Ace Hardware right there now?
Yeah.
So years and years ago, that used to be Safeway. But to the right of
Really?
that used to be
But
a little
Safeway
like...
was across the street over
It
here.
moved over there. Yeah,
Oh.
it went from, if you look at the
Yeah.
sides of that, you'll see a circle thing.
Gotcha.
That's where the S was. So there was a little convenience store down in there. And so we would walk down there. We'd get those great big Jolly Ranchers.
Right.
And then and Charleston shoes.
Yep.
We'd get Charleston
Love
shoes.
Charleston
You guys
shoes.
remember, not just me. Anyway,
so hot.
that was
109.
fun.
It
Fun,
really
fun.
is going to get 109 this week? That'd be crazy.
They said it's a heat wave that they said could go between 100 and 109. All I'm saying is it was like 70s last week. So that's
Yeah.
a pretty big jump. So
fact checking here.
Adam is our fact. Don't fact check
He's like, I
us,
can't golf in
Adam.
109.
I know.
X golf.
So, with that, we have last week of school, right?
Yeah,
This
last
next
week of school. We
This
got
week
graduations coming up on
Mhm.
this on the 6th, which is super exciting for all the seniors, Amador and Argonaut.
That's right.
Great job. We Argonaut this year gets the late night graduation,
Oh,
and
do
Amador
they?
I think is doing the early one
Okay.
because I think last year
Okay.
it was the other way around.
Other way around. That was the first year they did that.
Yeah, well, I think
Yeah.
it's because everybody wants to be at both places, and you can't be at two
Yeah.
places at once. I've tried.
Well,
Okay.
we also, while we did interview an Argonaut senior last year, we are inviting Amador seniors for our next podcast. So
Yes.
tune in for next week. And that will be right before they graduate also.
Yeah, that would be a lot closer.
I know. And so that we actually were able to go last night to the new pizza factory right over here where
in Jackson.
Bad Axe Brews was at.
That's what it was.
Yes. And so I'd not been there before. I always think it's a brilliant business plan when a company like it was pizza.
Right.
Then
Just
Bad
buy
Axe
the
Brews.
company.
Just pizza. So
Don't
it is
reinvent the
Pizza
wheel.
Factory. And I got to meet the owner, TJ, super, super nice. And they had, so I do cauliflower crust or gluten-free. They have both cauliflower crust and gluten-free.
Does it taste any
was
different?
super yummy. I did the cauliflower crust. It was cheaper than any pizza place I go to. So gluten-free, I got a salad and drinks, and it was under what I normally pay just for the pizza.
Well,
so
fantastic.
yeah, it was really good. And the atmosphere was really good. The salad bar was phenomenal.
I mean, think about that. That place has always been a pizza joint,
has,
right? Because I don't know what it was before Mountain Mike's, but
a
then
pizza
it
place.
was what Paisanos, and then Bad Axe, and then now Pizza Factory. Now is Pizza Factory moving and closing their shop up in Ione though?
I don't know.
Some people have been saying that.
I've heard there are some crazy things happening
drive by it
there.
and it's open.
Yeah. But I just wanted to give them a shout out because that food was really good.
That's good.
It was so clean, and I'm such a freak about clean establishments. And it was very clean. The food was amazing.
Awesome.
And the owner was just the whole staff was so friendly.
Good.
Like they were really awesome. And we did our bunko. So I'm in a bunko group with my mom. And so we did, no, it's not for old people, although it is primarily older people. I first started bunko when I was 21. So that was my first bunko group. And your wife, I'm getting her into bunko. I'm just letting you know. So anyway, it's super fun. It's once a month. And that was, normally we do it at Round Table.
Right.
And so this time they just wanted to try a new place.
New scenery.
And so,
I love it. Yeah, get out and do the thing, man.
We did the thing.
Do the thing.
Yeah. And so I didn't win.
How does one win bunko? I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have to ask.
I'm so glad you
maybe
asked.
for next time. I don't know
so glad
how long
that you
this
asked.
is going to go.
Thank you, Garrett. Thank you for asking, Garrett. Hey, you guys, starting next week, Adam won't be doing our filming any longer. Thank God. Cut him out. Anywho, so bunko.
Yes.
You win. There's 6 different prizes you can win. One is you get most bunkos, which is by so you have 4 sets of games that you're rolling for 1s, you're rolling for 2s, you go 1 to 6, 4 different times. If you're rolling for 2s and you roll 3 2s, that's a bunko. If you're rolling for 2s and you roll 3 4s, it's just 3 of a kind. So that's how you get a bunko. And then you get most wins, most losses. You just track it through 24 games. And so most wins, most losses, most 3 of a kinds, there's like a traveler gift for the people that roll the most 2s.
Okay.
3 2s. And then a door prize. So, yep. The idea is that you would, so I mean, you have like a 50% chance. There's 12 ladies and there's 6 prizes.
Yeah.
And we used to do, years ago, you used to actually do gifts to where you'd go someplace and you'd have something great to take home. Right. Now they just do cash because it's, it's
you never
good.
know what to get anybody nowadays.
Well, and people just want the cash. They need to fill up their gas tank, for God's sake. Do you know that gas is supposed to get to $8 a gallon by 2026?
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I'm refusing to believe it, but is it possible? Absolutely.
It is,
and usually during summertime, it's a spike of gas anyways. So get out and do the thing.
We're going to do the thing.
But other than that, we went golfing yesterday. Me and Adam.
We did. I actually golfed the whole course with 15 swings, guys. I did. I got through the whole course with 15 swings.
That one hole, and then she was surprised that there's more holes to go.
I wasn't surprised. I just really do well at driving the golf cart.
I remember.
I'm a big encourager.
8 more to go, and she's like, oh.
God bless it. You know how friggin' long it took me to get to 1? Where the hell are we going? Where do you go? Good God. Yeah, well, Garrett was very big help. Adam was not. And I mean, I did really good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My kids would agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, it was an experience. It was fun. I think just getting out, like anything else, man, just getting out and doing the thing. It's a thing I'm going to start saying now.
I don't think you should do it much more. I think that might be the end of it.
Going out and playing with you guys was fun. It was very enjoyable. And then
Garrett was done with his drink before the end of hole 1.
Yeah.
That's how I knew I was in trouble.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I just should have bought 2.
So let me preface this. Well, it's not really a preface. This is a post-if, right? Not a preface.
Preface?
This is post-if.
I
Anyway,
have no idea what the
it's
meaning
after the fact. I'm telling you
yes.
that we, it was my family. So my girls,
Yes.
Adam and I,
Yes.
Aaron's boyfriend, and Garrett. That's who went.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that the only 2 real golfers in the group, well, you think it's me, it wasn't. It's Garrett and Adam. So the rest of us
now
had
real
to take
golfers
many
is more
swings.
of like we dabble in
Oh,
golf.
I meant that
we
they
like
want to be.
golf.
Yeah,
and we go golfing, but it doesn't
Okay.
mean that we're good at golf.
Here's what I meant. They own their own golf clubs.
Correct.
That's
Yes.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. They were the only 2 that owned their own golf clubs when we went. Okay, and actually know what the clubs are. Sorry, Blake. Blake's going to be so disappointed in this conversation.
Oh man.
Anyway, so yeah, that was fun. I do like to go golfing with Adam and my girls, and I do drive the cart, and I'm really good at it, and I get a lot of work done, and I'm very encouraging.
Yes, very encouraging. And she didn't know where the ball went, but she knew it sounded good.
No clue. How can you even see where the ball goes? I'm like, that sounded great. It's like in the pond. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm like, woo, that was a good hit. Yeah. But listen, it's blind as bliss out there, I think. It's really good. You don't know, you encourage, you don't get discouraged because you had no idea where it went anyway. Yeah. Just get another ball out of your bag, throw it on the green, go.
That's it. That's how it's played.
That's right. Anyway, that was fun. We were at Castle Oaks Golf Course, and
Yes.
so that was super fun.
So far as we know, Castle Oaks is still staying open. I think the city, from what I'm understanding from my reading, is the city is taking it over and looking for an outside venture once their stuff goes through. But they were figuring that, closing it during the summer months is probably not the best idea because that's the most revenue that you're probably going to make within the year of a golf course, right? So it's playable, it's decent, it's nice. It just needs some water. I think it just needs some water. So
from a real estate standpoint, I have reached out to a couple of friends that I know who own golf courses. To try to get them to buy that side of it. And they said that if the numbers that are being stated are true, nobody would be selling the golf course.
Oh man.
So I'm not sure how accurate the numbers are,
True.
but nope, that was good. And we are very excited, guys. We have Garrett and I actually sat down with Christian, who owns Tailored Marketing.
Yes.
And she has some very exciting things starting in June for us for our podcast.
Right.
So you're going to be seeing a little bit more of us. We're going to come to you with like Tip Tuesday, right? We'll give you tips on Tuesday, or it might be Tip Thursday. We're not sure. But our podcast is now going to start being released at some point in time in June on Fridays. And we're just going to have little teasers.
Was it Fridays or was it Mondays?
It's Fridays.
Was it Fridays? We
I'm
film
pretty
Mondays and then post Fridays? I thought it was film Fridays, post. We're going to have to revamp, understand. I just don't know which way it was because I thought we were filming Fridays and then we'd have the weekend and post on Mondays. So then we'd have all the week of stuff that we had through the week that we wanted to incorporate. And then
either way, that would work too. That works for me too.
We're gonna
Either
get that
way,
dialed down.
we're gonna have a lot more.
We have 1 week to figure it out.
Fun stuff. We're gonna have like teasers. The idea of filming on Monday and posting it on Friday was that we could do teasers. So we want to like be able to give you like little tidbits of what's to come. We're gonna have like little spotlights. We've got Michael Thompson, who's gonna be doing a series with us. We're gonna have to go out and film in the next week.
Adventures with Michael. Yeah,
real adventures.
We're gonna
capital
go
R,
see.
capital
I mean,
E.
for you active people out there that either are moving up here or never adventured out, right? There's a ton of hiking trails, dog walking trails, creeks, lakes, streams, fishing areas that we're gonna kind of go and venture and bring you guys out there. Now, we're not going to show you secret fishing spots, but we're just going to show you what's open to the public and what you can do in Amador County besides sit at home, which is a lot of what people do think, especially I think in the younger generation, where you can get out and do a lot of stuff on your own. You just got to know where to go.
Yeah. We live in a really, really awesome area, and so we are going to do a whole summer series on real adventures, capital R, capital E, with Kandi and Garrett. And we're going to go out and show you some of these amazing places.
Hello.
Sorry, the phone still rings after hours at Divine Properties. So we are very excited for that. And we're going to have little catchy, phrases. So we're very excited to be working with Christian at Tailored Marketing, and you're going to see a big influx in our material coming up. So that'll be exciting. And
along with that, we're also going to be bringing our lender in a little bit.
yes,
I would say our preferred lender, the one that we like to work with, that we know is definitely accountable and will help out our buyers and or sellers, depending on whatever venture they want to go down. Very in with the market, knows what's going on, has been in this area and doing work through Amador County for, like he said, I think the last 15 years. So he understands it. He's going to bring us a market updates and informations and kind of like do's and don'ts and different things here and there. But we'll be getting hopefully a video from him to introduce him to you guys, to so you know who you're actually going to be talking to.
Shane Lyle, you're going to love him. He's really, really awesome, and he's very accessible. So you can text him, he texts you right back. You call him, he calls you right back. He answers. Like, he's very accessible. And that's one of the biggest complaints, I think, from agents with lenders, is that they're really hard to get a hold of. And so he definitely kills that stereotype.
I like, because he keeps you informed, right? Like what's going on. Sometimes I've had a lender where, you don't hear from him until it's closing, and then 2 days later, like, oh, hey, did you get all this stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I've texted you and emailed you for the past 30 days, dude.
Yes.
So it works out, and it's really nice. So we'll be bringing him up where you guys can bring questions to our team, is really what it is, because at the end of the day, we do this for our team, and we do this for Amador County to give insight on all types of stuff, real, right?
Real. That's right. That's real.
How was your Amador County Association thing today?
Oh, I was able to attend the Amador County Association of Realtors general meeting today. They do them quarterly. And it was good. We actually had Rob Hamrick from Amador Fire was there. I love Rob. He was super awesome, and he's always super funny. Just talking about how to fire harden your home. And that was really good information.
Spaces. I thought that was awesome information.
Also, information that people may not know, which I thought was amazing, is that Amador Fire, unlike CAL FIRE, which we appreciate CAL FIRE as well, but Amador Fire does inspections of your home and of your property for free. So they'll come out and inspect your property and tell you what you should do in order to fire harden. And that's different than the AB 38 inspections,
from CAL FIRE,
which are required. Well, they are part, it's an ordinance that's in effect for buying and selling homes. And so buyers, generally it falls on a buyer that they have a year to have this inspection done with CAL FIRE. And so this is different than those. But
it's more of like a walkthrough inspection, and they're going to give you guys very good tips and tricks to keep your house defended when or if we have a fire in Amador County. So, and
then another thing that I thought would be very good to share was the FireWise. So if your community is not FireWise, which it takes 8 structures to have a FireWise community. So like on our street, we have 4 homes on our little drive. So we would probably have to incorporate the next street over also in order to have 8 structures. But what they do is Amador Fire will come out and they will make sure it doesn't cost a dime to make your community FireWise, but you can actually go to the Amador Fire website, type in the address, and for people that are looking to buy in this community, they can see if the community is FireWise. FireWise communities actually get a break on their insurance. So it is really smart. It doesn't cost you any money, but it does cost you, work and time, because you have to do what it takes. And so you can't, as you know, you can have a home that is immaculate. I mean, it's the break. I mean, it's awesome. And the people next door are a dumpster fire. And that is, and then the people 2 doors down, and that affects you.
That's what creates the issue.
So actually FireWise communities are very, very smart. And so if you're not FireWise, you can become FireWise. So go to the Amador Fire website, and the, is it Amador Fire? Is that what it's called?
I think it's Amador Fire,
Yeah. And go to their website. You're going to click on where it says FireWise, and you can start that process in making your little area FireWise to help with your insurance.
And if you want to know, they have a live map that you can click in and put your address in and see what kind of bubbles are where and where your house falls in that kind of criteria. So
that's right. If you want more information about that, go to their website. If we have not given the proper information, reach out to us, and we'll be able to get that to you.
Come to the podcast.
That's right. And you guys, we have so many new subscribers. So we are giving away Derby tickets, Amador County Derby tickets. We're still in the part of this giveaway right now. You have not missed out on the possibility of winning. So you just have to go to really, it's pretty much any podcast that we do from last
Yeah.
week forward.
Any
Like,
ones you want.
subscribe,
Like, subscribe, comment.
and comment Derby.
Yeah.
You have to comment Amador County Derby so we know that this is when you just subscribed, because it doesn't differentiate when you
what
subscribe.
video you brought in on. Yeah, just go to our website or go to our YouTube link or find this thing or whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. But it's got to be through YouTube. We're not doing it through Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. You have to find our YouTube channel and then go Derby, comment Derby in our channel and like and subscribe within now till mid-July.
July 15th.
July 15th.
And we have 2 sets of tickets that we're giving away on the sold out Derby in the grandstands that are covered. So it's like the best seats that you can get. So we're very excited for that. So make sure you share this information too. There are lots of people out there that are going to want Derby
if you don't like the
tickets.
Derby, that's fine. Send it to someone that you know does.
If you don't like the Derby, it's only because you haven't gone. So you might want to go.
Don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know. Amador County Fair, #1 fair in Amador County. Oh, okay, it's the only fair in Amador County.
Can we deal with in Amador County? I thought she always said in California, but I was like, I don't know. The Mid-State Fair is pretty up there.
10 years ago.
There was a period of time that
was
we were
one.
named the #1 fair in the state, and we hold on to that in Amador County.
Oh, yeah.
#1 fair in the state, county fair.
That is funny.
Okay, and then I think anything else that's coming up, graduations are coming up. That's exciting. We talked about those, and just summer activities. So stay tuned for us.
Open houses this weekend.
Yes.
It's going to be a nice time to get out and go do some stuff. If you're
Great,
driving around,
great
come just say hi. I
listings.
mean, you guys don't have to. We're not going to pressure you to buy, but just come look at the houses. I mean, you never know.
It's fun.
It might fall, and you might love it. You might fall for it. That's what I was going to say.
Please don't fall
in the house.
Yeah, please don't
just
fall in the
love with
house. Yeah, we don't want you to fall in the house. And let's see, Amador County excitement. Oh, they are. So for those of
Italian
you that do not
picnics
know,
this weekend.
Oh my
Italian
gosh,
picnics
the
this weekend.
Come on, that was.
I
good.
almost
We
forgot. I always think
Yeah.
it's during the time of graduation, but I was corrected last night by Joey Guidi that it's this weekend. And I
Yeah, but it
totally
normally
spaced about
is
it.
the weekend of
Right, that's what I
graduation.
thought.
Yeah. So no, it is this weekend. We're so excited. Italian picnic, huge. Go play bingo, win your sausage.
First night's beer and wine tasting. Second night's there's a spaghetti eating contest. And then the third day, Sunday, Cedar Creek, 10 o'clock, parade.
So
if you didn't know the time, now you do.
This is the Italian Benevolent Society, huge Italian presence in
say that
Amador
word.
County. And we are, try
Couldn't
it.
say it.
Try it.
I tried.
What is it?
Multiple
Italian
times.
what?
Benevolent.
Okay,
Italian.
since we're on this,
Say
go
it
ahead
again.
and say library also.
I can say library. But benevolent?
Benevolent.
Benevolent. There's an N
Yes.
in there.
Benevolent. There's
Benevolent.
also a T. Benevolent.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Italian Benevolent Society,
You should see
and
it.
we are very excited. They the Italian picnics is so much fun. So
It's
it's
a
a
fun one.
carnival,
Bingo.
beer booth, dancing, music. I mean, there's so much fun stuff, and so definitely go check that out this weekend. And then also, I was thinking of one other thing. Waltz, do you thought of that? Let me think. Oh, today at the association meeting,
Yes.
Tracy Tonneson with Jackson Realty,
Okay.
which Jackson Realty is on Main Street. They are actually helping to put on this huge fundraising project, if you will, for Main Street to beautify Jackson.
yeah.
Jackson is the county seat of Amador County, and just really, so they're actually raising funds to do an arch over the
heard that.
entry into Jackson. It'll be lit up at night by solar lights. The whole point of that is that so many people just go by and that they don't really know. And they want, really from a real estate standpoint, the whole goal is that when you drive your clients down Main Street and you're introducing them to Jackson, like that it feels and looks great. And so I know that that's also something that Carl Simpson, our city manager, is really focusing on, is getting all these commercial locations that are vacant filled and really beautifying Main Street. So there's really a big project going on there. Amador County Community Foundation is where you get tickets to this event.
Okay.
And what they're going to do is they're closing down Main Street and they're going to do a dinner on Main Street. So
That's
all of Main
awesome.
Street, they're going to have candle lit. It's going to have music. There's a historian that is going to be there that's going to talk about the history of Jackson, and it's actually going to be an annual dinner. So really, really awesome. Tickets are $100 each,
What's
and
that
all of
website?
it goes. You're going to go to the Amador Community Foundation, and that's how you're going to buy tickets. And it's a really, really great cause. So for everybody that loves their community, let us help beautify Jackson.
Amador
Community Foundation. It has an N and a T. So that was really great information, and we really want to spread that information. Maybe we could even ask them to come on and talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Week.
I'm going to put the link in the bio. So I'm saving the website now. So if you guys want to look that up and what it is about, it's going to be in the bio.
Really great. And how fun, right? Like closing down Main Street and doing dinner on Main Street. I just think it's such a great idea. Yeah. So definitely get involved. Let's help spread the word on this.
When's the dinner?
I don't remember.
Dang.
Yeah, but it's a good time.
I was really hoping it was around my anniversary so I could just 2 birds, 1 stone it here.
Well, and you know what? Garrett and we're going to come to you live from that event because we're going to have 50 subscribers by
50
that time.
subscribers.
We're at 45 right now, y'all. Mm-hmm.
We are?
Yeah, 45, Garrett.
We're getting better.
Yes. Okay, so the last thing we just wanted to share with you is
June 21st.
June 21st.
Of 2025.
Good job, Garrett. See, that was really good. The internet has done us well. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We are so grateful for our subscribers and our viewers, and it's so much fun. We come across people all the time that say, I watch your podcast every week, and that's so much fun. We love that.
It does feel nice.
And so our goal is to spread throughout the whole county because we are bringing very relevant information about Amador County to all of those within the county. And so that's the fun of it. So anyway, stay tuned for next week where we are having we're going to have a video with our lender.
Yes.
And also the Amador High School seniors.
Yes.
So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week. Provided in this podcast is for general informational purposes only. All opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not reflect the official stance of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services or Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Divine Properties or any affiliated entities. This podcast does not constitute legal, financial, or real estate advice, and listeners are encouraged to consult with qualified professionals regarding their specific needs. While we strive to provide accurate information, we make no guarantees regarding the completeness or reliability of any information discussed. We are not responsible for any actions taken by listeners based on the content of this podcast. Additionally, topics covered in the podcast are based on the host experience and opinions and may not apply to all situations. Listeners are reminded that real estate laws and regulations may vary by location, and information may become outdated over time. By listening to this podcast, you agree to release the host, guests, and any associated entities from any liability related to the topics discussed.